drinking again. It's no big loss. I'm never drinking again. With Aiden Parents and Dan Ross.
Hello and welcome to another bonusy type episode of the Never Drinking Again podcast with me, Dan Ross.
And me, Aiden Parents.
That was perfect. So the Never Drinking Again podcast is about getting guests on and talking about their ideal night out. Obviously, for the next couple of weeks, we won't be able to have guests on with the situation being how it currently is. But keeping in mind the idea of your ideal night out, me and Aiden are going to design a pub together, which would very much definitely feature on anyone's ideal night out. It's our dream pub.
Yeah. Just every time sort of you go into a pub, there's always something you'd want to change.
Yeah. Even the best pub you've ever been to, there'll be something you're like, oh, they could do this, or I wish there was this as well. And obviously, we're coming at this from the point of view as customers, because me and Aiden have frequented pubs in our time.
I love the pub. I would say I'm head over heels in love with the pub.
Oh, wow. No, big commitment from you, Aiden.
I miss it so much. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
That's true. I mean, you were just talking to me before we started recording about trying to build a pub in your own house.
Yeah.
So I think
I watched too much George Clark's Amazing Spaces.
Yeah. But the thing with stuff like that, you always watch shows like that and you're like, oh, I could do this. I'm like, no, you can't.
I mean, I watch most things and think, yeah, I could do that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's very much my attitude towards life.
I watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares.
I've been binging that a lot this lockdown.
And I always think, like, I could run, like, looking at people who run restaurants and how terrible they are, it's like, I could easily run a really good restaurant.
Well, I really like it when there's a place very similar to where we've worked.
Or you can see things, you know.
It's like, I remember that.
Recognise characters that we may have encountered. Yeah, but that's the trap people fall into, like watching stuff like this, thinking, oh, it's not that hard to run I could do it, because it is actually proper hard. And all these people who've never worked in hospitality start doing it and then just fuck up and lose 30 grand in a day.
Yeah, but I think I could run it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I definitely think I could, but that's the trap.
Because it also, he makes it look very easy. Like, it's just like, oh, yeah, just have every single time, have a shorter menu.
Yeah, shorter menu, fresh food.
That's all it is, nothing frozen, less items on the menu.
I mean, the British one is very like how to actually run a restaurant. Like, oh, if you take away the cream, you can make 20p extra per portion.
I haven't seen the British one because there aren't as many fun characters.
The British one is actually like interesting in the how to actually like run a restaurant, make money. And then the American one's just like, my daddy don't talk to me no more. Like Gordon Ramsay family counselor. Like, where's this come from? I'm trying to think. Obviously, Nino is the most famous one. Meme.
I don't remember that. I might not have got there yet. I've started at season 1 and I'm working my way through it.
Okay, fair play.
I've just started season 3 today.
Well, you've binge watching Kitchen Nightmares USA. I like that. Yeah. So we digressed a bit there, but yeah, we're going to be designing ideal pub, coming at it from the point of view of both customers and the bar staff. So if either of us suggest anything too outlandish that we ourselves wouldn't like to function under those working conditions, we will protest vehemently.
Well, I've always had an idea for a bar, and it wouldn't be my dream pub, but my idea for a pub has always been a late hours hospitality pub.
Oh yeah, you have told me about this plan.
Yeah, and in order to be able to go there, you have to agree to work a shift there. You basically get put on a rota. So some days you will have to work a double shift at your normal place and this place.
So yeah,
that will allow you entry for the rest of the time.
Yeah, finish work at 12 at your pub and then have to work 12 till like 4.
Yeah.
This hospitality place.
That would be rubbish. But if you get enough people going, you only have to do that like once a month and you get to have a nice little pub.
That's very true. If you think about all the people that work in our area, bar staff wise, there's probably about 60.
Yeah, I'd say that.
So yeah, once every 2 months you have to work on the bar.
Yeah, that would be absolutely fine. Even less than that, because it doesn't need to be open every night.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true. It's a nice sort of community spirit kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that could be a program that we launch at our dream pub. We could be the first ones to join into it.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, late hours is hospitality only.
Yeah, I mean a lot of places do that. There are like industry nights and stuff in town.
Yes.
So yeah, that'll be our first rule of our pub. Here's a
So I don't know if I actually want that in like my dream pub. It's just an idea for a pub I've had.
Okay. Any other people listening who work in our area, take that on board, and we'll find a spot. We'll find a venue and launch that.
I mean, there almost kind of is one, but it's not quite.
Yeah, but they have actual staff.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, so our actual pub.
Right. First question I would say is size, because size does matter.
Purely because I'm thinking of things I want there, it would have to be a reasonable size.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's you have to have what's in there because, if you don't have any activities, it can be very small.
Yeah, I think it needs to be quite large for what I've got in mind.
Oh God.
Well, look, the big thing for me with going out now is like, it's not like, where the girls at, where's cheap drinks, where's da. My big thing is, will I be able to sit down?
Yeah.
And so a large venue would be ideal for that.
Yeah. Also, I think it has to have a beer garden.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And you don't get many small places with a beer garden.
That would be funny. Like a little 20-seater tap room and then like a football pitch behind it.
I mean, that would be very popular in the summer.
Yeah, you do a great trade in the summer. You could probably just close in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah. Beer garden's the absolute must because it's the best thing.
Drinking, but outside.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And then all the friends who want to smoke can smoke.
Yeah.
And you can have a little like street food barbecue out the back.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of either barbecue food or like a wood-fired pizza.
Oh yeah, wood-fired pizza is.
I think one or both of those has to be served at this pub.
Yeah, see, food-wise, I was thinking of a taqueria. So it's like a little taco bar.
Tacos can get messy.
Nah, well, yeah. No. You just tacos al pastor, which is meat cooked on a big spit, like a kebab.
Okay.
Shave it off, and you can just and like with a bit of salsa on. It's so easy to do, but it's so nice. That's like the big thing for me. Food, because I don't like.
So that sounds like a kebab.
Yeah, well, I was watching a program about
kebabs.
Well, there was an episode about kebabs, but there was also an episode about tacos. It's called Ugly Delicious on Netflix, and if you're like a big pretentious foodie like me, it's really good. But basically, the reason tacos and kebabs are so similar is because there are a lot of Lebanese immigrants.
I didn't realise they were similar.
Well, yeah,
a taco. Oh, you get the soft shell. I'm thinking of like the hard shell ones.
Yeah, hard shells are shit.
In cartoons.
You want soft shells.
Yeah. Got those exist.
But it's just bread, meat, and sauce. Yeah. But yeah, the tacos al pastor, which is where the pork's cooked on a spit, came from Syrian and Lebanese immigrants moving to Mexico.
Okay.
And they used to be called tacos Siriano. If anyone wants to know anything more about the history of food, hit me up. Maybe this is what this.
If you want to know about kebabs, Dan's your man.
This is what this podcast could turn into. Just me talking about food.
That could work.
Well, I think wood-fired pizza is probably the best compromise.
Yeah. But also, I just like the barbecue thing because I love chicken wings.
Oh, I love chicken wings. Are my favourite food, I think.
Especially at a pub.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily at a pub, but when you're drinking.
Especially really good ones as well.
Yeah.
Because shit ones can be... chicken wings are still okay. But, really good chicken
wings... Yes. I'm not sure I've ever had, awful chicken wings.
Yeah. And then really good chicken wings is just, the nicest thing. Oh, and where I used to work at a street food place.
Where was that done?
It was in London. And,
You was in London.
oh yeah. And like 3 units down from me was a wing place. Oh yeah, you know this. You've been there.
Yeah, I've had those wings.
Those wings are so good, and they used to give me them for free. And I went back a couple of months after I left, and they gave me like 12 wings for free. And it was just literally the best day of my life.
They were good wings.
They did Chipotle buffalo wings, which were really good, and then habanero wings, which were just amazing. They were so spicy that I'm getting turned on a bit now.
So are we gonna have some wings on the menu?
I think we've got to. We could have pizza outside, and then a little kitchen that just does like wings.
Yeah.
Side. So that way you can do wings all year round.
Yes.
It can be like a little summer thing.
So we're not having it's not a big place to go and have a meal, really.
No. I like food. I think that's very evident from. But I don't think pubs and restaurants should merge. It should be like.
I mean, considering where you work.
Yeah, I mean, this is as a punter and as a employee.
No, but to be fair, when that does happen, they don't seem to do either very well.
You can get
be a pub or be a restaurant.
There's some places in like the Lake District that are like Michelin-starred restaurants and pubs.
Yeah, but not in big cities.
It's
to find a good
it's
gastro pub, they call them, or whatever.
It's this whole thing of like now, because there's so much competition everywhere, you've got to appeal to everyone if you're like a big chain place.
Yeah.
So you'll see like pubs doing sushi and stuff like that because, and it's no.
But it also never works because they're a big chain place. They tend to have the same menu for every one of them. When actually, a little place normally does better because they have
a smaller
local food,
individual menu.
Yeah.
But no, with pubs, I like to have a little bit of food, but I don't want people having like a sit down proper.
I want something to snack on. I think you got fries as well. Yeah,
knives and forks at a minimum for me.
Yeah.
You want something, even like plates at a minimum, I would say. Like do the wings in a little basket and the pizza on paper plates.
Paper plates?
Yeah.
They don't hold.
Would we do it by the slice, or would you be able to get a whole pizza?
I'll do it. You order a whole pizza.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But what if you're on your own? Well, I mean, it wouldn't stop me, but...
Well, don't make it massive. Like, a 12-inch pizza is absolutely fine to eat by yourself.
Do you think we'd have a signature pizza as well? Like, obviously we do like margarita and stuff like that. Are there any other...
A special pizza? I think we could. I can't think of one off the top of my head. But...
I think one for us would definitely have egg on.
Yeah.
Just with that kind of... with those weird... you get the pizza with the egg in the middle.
The Fiorentina.
Yeah, but not necessarily that. Could have the egg in the middle, and then we could do like a full English.
Oh, that's not stealing anyone's ideas.
I mean, lots of places have done that, to be fair.
The place that you work does it.
Did it? I made it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's where the idea came from.
Yeah, that's where the idea came from. You've spoken about making that pizza before on this podcast.
I have. Oh, okay. I say a lot of things. Or we could take the bone off the chicken wing, chop that up and put it on a pizza.
The bone?
Take the bone off and then cut up the meat. I'm not saying bone.
Right. I was like, you cut the bone on.
I realised that's kind of what I didn't. I was envisioning what was happening in my mind, but not.
You could have chicken wing pizzas, and you could have sauces as well. You could have the barbecue base or the buffalo base.
Yeah, and then we could do pizza wings with like a marinara sauce on top of the wings, basil,
a bit of cheese.
Yeah, a bit of Parmesan crusted wings with marinara sauce on top and basil oil.
Oh, that does sound good.
Yeah.
Although I do like spicy wings, so I probably wouldn't.
Oh yeah, no, I like a variety of wings, but spicy would be my.
Yeah, if I was going to have one type of wings, I'd go buffalo or peri
We
peri.
could
Whatever.
do like a wing challenge, like a really spicy wing.
Yes.
Because I've done one of them and nearly died.
No, I do. I think a food challenge is good. Either an insane amount of wings or a very, very spicy one.
Or both.
Yeah, a kilogram of spicy wings.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah. Jesus. Would you like to die? Have I spoke about this on the podcast when I did my hot wings challenge?
I'm not sure you have. Tell us again, Dan.
Well, I did a hot wings challenge with my brother. We had 5 wings coated in Naga Valley chili, which is a man-made chili and it's the hottest chili in the world. You had to sign a waiver before doing it to say, like, if I die, I'm not going to sue. And I did 3 of the 5, which is the worst thing you can do. Like, most people would do 1 and then be like, "Fuck, this is too hot, I give up," or do it all. Do 3, such a just have the other. You've had more than half. Have the other 2, you stupid prick. But I had to go in the toilet, threw up, had a nosebleed, and the stupidest thing I did was I wiped my mouth with my arm, and I got sunburn on my arm from the sauce. Yeah. We were meant to be going on a night out with girls as well. Very rare for us. And we had to go home. It was but yeah, that's the kind of vibe we can create in our place.
Yeah. Who's that crying in the toilet? Oh, don't worry, he's just had the food.
Yeah. I once, on a very similar vein to that, I was quite little. I was about 10 or 11. Gone on to Paris with the family,
Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get the thing come up.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, it's definitely recording.
Carry on.
Anyway, I was about 10 or 11, and we're in Paris with the family because we're very fancy. And we went into this restaurant, and then so I walked out the restaurant, stopped, and threw up. That would have been such a good advert for that restaurant. No pardon.
So we've decided food.
Yeah, we spoke a lot about food. Considering
I think we should. What drinks have we got?
So for me, ideally, I think you want nice, accessible stuff that anyone can have.
Yes. So
lager wise, San Miguel.
I think you should have just nice lagers like Estrella, Peronis, Birra Moretti's.
Yeah. And then
no Carlin.
No, a few sort of good IPAs that are still well known, like maybe Punk, Jaipur by Thornbridge.
Yeah. Are we having any hand pulls, do you reckon? I don't think we should have hand pull.
Oh, I feel like we kind of have to. Maybe just 2. If we're a pub, we can't not have hand pull.
I guess so.
But obviously keep it limited because they are difficult to maintain, talking from the...
And the people who buy them are pricks.
I don't agree with that at all. I mean, there is something to be said for if you looked at everyone who voted for Brexit and if you looked at everyone in camera, they'd probably be the same.
Yeah.
But that's a stereotype, Aiden, and I don't do stereotypes.
Oh, I do stereotypes.
So I think 2 hand pulls, one a really nice, refreshing, golden ale or pale ale. Okay. And then one something that's just ridiculously strong, dark, strong.
That's fine. We're not having bitter. That's where I draw the line.
Oh, I like bitter. You're bitter enough. That's why you can't drink bitter. You're already too bitter. So yeah, I'd say the tap selection, 2 or 3 guests.
Yeah.
That we could rotate, and then a really good can fridge. So
I think have a lot of normal beers and have one rotational wanker fridge.
I reckon one wanker one on tap, and then a big wanker fridge.
Yeah. So one of the guests will be a wanker one, and then
we're saying
a rotational wanker fridge. A bit like there's a few pubs in town that have their core selection.
Yeah.
G crafts on guest.
Yeah, and we're saying wanker beers. These are the beers we'd be drinking. So just we're not criticising it. We are.
That is exactly the fridge I'm going to.
Yeah, we are classing ourselves as the wankers. And then, spirits-wise, I'd like shitloads of whiskey
Yes.
and tequila, because those are my favourite spirits.
Whiskey, tequila.
Like very
Some
shot heavy
good rums.
rums. No cocktails.
No.
Maybe like a very simple, like an old-fashioned or a dark and stormy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
maybe a mojito. I don't know. I quite like a mojito.
Yeah, good. And they go well in a beer garden, the mojito does.
And they're easy to do as well, and they look quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cocktails, old-fashioned, dark and stormy, mojito. Yeah. Proper, like, boozy cocktails.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I hate about cocktails. Cocktails that don't taste like booze.
Yes.
Like, if you don't like
Like Sex
booze,
on the Beach.
don't drink in
It's
a
just
pub.
juice.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm drinking a really nice cocktail. Yeah, it's nice because it's got shit tons of sugar in it, and sugar is very nice.
Yeah, it's just all fruit juice or something. Nah. You can do it. We can have a Long Island as well because
Oh yeah, that's just everything in Coke, isn't it?
and sweet and sour mix.
Oh, very nice. Yeah,
So yeah, it's a solid drink range. That's
that's a solid drink.
I would say no hot drinks.
No, yeah, 100% no hot drinks. This is coming from as a customer and an employee. It annoys me.
Yeah, because as a customer, because I'm rarely the one ordering it. When the person in front of me orders like 3 coffees, I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
And you've got to wait for someone who isn't a barista to make you a load of coffees.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, why does it always take so much longer in here than in Starbucks? Because I do it like once a week.
Yeah, they're doing it constantly. Even going to Starbucks and ask for a G&T. Like,
Yeah.
it's yeah, I hate it. The one good thing about having a coffee machine in your pub is that it gives
get
you
coffee.
access to really nice coffee. Yeah,
Yeah, you have access to coffee.
but
That's the thing. It's like, well, now I work somewhere without a coffee machine. I don't miss having to make it for other people, but I kind of wish I had one for myself.
yeah, just go out the back and like you've got a lovely coffee machine for staff. Yeah, we can do that. We'll buy the staff a really nice coffee
Yeah.
in our staff room.
Yeah,
But,
this is a money no object setting up of a pub. The staff could have a coffee machine.
speaking of treating the staff well, one thing we can have in our dream pub, which I've never seen in any pub,
No AFDs.
no AFDs, and also a clean staff room.
Oh,
Like, I've literally never seen. Just to make everyone feel. Sometimes you get to work and you get to staff and you're like, oh fucking hell! Like I didn't want to be here.
I walked in once and there was a camping bed out. I was like,
Oh yeah, no, I remember those days. Yeah,
are you sleeping here?
like there's beds across the.
Yeah, there's a flat.
If you want to
At
sleep,
the time, no one was living in.
that is confusing. So yeah, we've taken care of our staff.
Yeah.
We've
We've
got
got very few chefs on, which makes everyone happy.
Yeah, I think we'd need like 1 or 2 chefs.
Yeah. 1 normally, then if it's really busy, 2, 1 for pizza, 1 for wings.
Yeah. We'd have a KP as well.
Yeah.
Which is kitchen porter for those who aren't in the trade, the one who does the washing up.
Dishwash, pot wash.
A very vital job, because if you have a bad one, you really notice that you've got a bad pot wash.
Yes. I would say the same for glass collectors as well.
Oh, yeah. If
You wouldn't think that you could be bad at glass collecting, but I've witnessed it.
Oh, yeah. The amount of things people can... Like, taking away glasses people are still drinking out of. Just not picking up glasses, not washing them and then putting them away. Well, what we could do is to make sure they're good is we wouldn't have glass collectors, we'd have bar backs.
Oh.
Which is slightly different.
Yeah.
Because every bar back I've ever worked with is really, really good. The bar backs are basically responsible for setting everything up and glass collecting and cleaning everything.
Yeah.
So
it's basically all the shit bits of bartending.
Yeah, and that way all the bartenders would be free to be all like nice and friendly.
Yeah.
'Cause if you've not got all the shit to do as a bartender, you've then basically got like a really easy, nice job.
Yeah.
And don't have to
great.
pick customers anyway, so...
Although, I will say, there are times Well, I have sort of nominated myself to become the bar back because I don't want to speak to anyone.
Yeah, no,
And they'll be like, guys, you just serve, I'll sort everything out.
yeah.
It's because I just don't want to talk.
There are days when the worst when you're on a bar like that is when there's a few people who like are in the mindset they don't want to talk to anyone. It's just like one of us is going to have to serve. It's the whole point that people are here.
Yeah, I think we'd have to allow drinking at work as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I've always thought whenever I've tended bar and been allowed to drink and then been a little bit pissed, like you can't be drunk, but if you're a little bit pissed, you're much better at being a bar, like serving on a bar.
Yes,
because you're a bit more, like friendly and like
100%.
Yeah.
You're a lot more tolerant to drunk people if you're a little bit there already.
Yeah. They're less annoying, and it's less noticeable as well.
Yeah. People are like, oh, I can't believe he said this. I was like, ow, it's fine. There's normally a bit like, yeah, I want to die.
Yeah. I hate it here, and I hate you.
One thing I do want is a pool table.
Oh, okay.
Or a dartboard, or both.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned when I did my dream night out, I like pub games.
See, I'm not a big fan of pub games, but I'll allow you. Maybe it can be in a separate bit. What I hate is, so one thing I want is like a screen for football. And all the like football and da-da-da. The pub I used to go to at uni had the pool tables right in front of the TV screen. It was so fucking annoying.
There's a pub in town. I think it might have been closed down now. Obviously, it's closed now, but I think it closed down before this. And it had a pool table room. The only thing in it was like 2 chairs and a pool table.
Yeah, we can have a billiards room.
Yeah,
call it a billiards room to sound posh.
Where would we be? Would we be in a city or in the country?
I think we'd be in a city. Maybe like just outside
like
the
city centre, or
nah. I think we'd be in like Digbeth.
Okay.
Or Shoreditch, or the northern quarter in Manchester would be a cool place to be. If you've ever been there.
What deck are we going for? The classic kind of wood finish and everything, or a bit more modern?
I think quite classic pubby.
Okay.
Like old man pubby, but a bit modern.
See, I like things that are all a bit run down. And
like a dark.
All the tables are a bit chipped and scuffed up.
Yeah, I'd like it. I'd quite like a dive aesthetic.
No, I said, yeah, kind of a dive aesthetic. But yeah, everything looks like, it could do with the lick of paint, but actually, if you gave the lick of paint, it would no longer have the character.
Yeah. Nah, I agree. But that's just reminded me of someone we both work with, and you'll know, was once like asked to go polish something, and he was like, "Oh, I spoke to some of the customers, and they say they like it looking a bit rusty." You're chatting so much shit just to get out of it back. And like,
what I like the most about that story is, although I haven't heard it before, I know immediately who it is.
yeah. That's why I was like, it's someone I worked with. And I was like, well, someone we both work with, and you'll immediately know who I'm talking about. But yeah.
Even at that bit, I was like, I'm pretty sure I know already.
But I just remember it being like, we just lie. Like, it's such an obvious lie as well.
If we're going for a classic pub look, are we going for like a classic pub name, like the Elephant and the...
Oh yeah, I 100% want a classic pub name. I don't like all these pubs that don't have names like pubs. It needs to be like the Crown and Anchor or something like that.
The Elephant and Mouse, which very much describes the two of our personalities.
The Elephant and Mouse. Which one? I'm not an elephant. I wouldn't say my personality, but my physique maybe. Or
maybe you're the mouse.
Maybe I'm the mouse. I'm very timid. Yeah, the elephant and mouse. Let's be the elephant and mouse. Go down the elephant, go down the mouse. Yeah, it'd be good.
No, what else have we got left?
Entertainment, would we do like live music?
I like live music in a pub.
I see, this is where we differ. sometimes, because I like to chat in a pub, and sometimes live music can negate that.
I've always liked live music, both as a customer and as staff.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. But yeah, we can have live music once a week, though.
Oh no more than once a week.
I was also thinking we could have a little offshoot room that's got a little stage.
Oh, wait, what? Sorry.
A little room at the back with a little stage that we could do like stand-up nights in.
Yeah,
Okay.
little either upstairs or downstairs.
Yeah, and then when we're not doing stand-up, it'd be like a function room.
Yeah.
Cheeky little earner.
Yeah, a bit of a function room.
Yeah, because I think it's good. You do stand-up in pubs, it's good to sort of be a bit out the way.
Yeah, you don't want to be
interrupting someone's night out with your shit jokes.
Yeah.
Will
we have I think we should have a quiz night as well.
Oh, 100%, yeah. What format of quiz night would we do? Like themed ones? Just a normal one?
I think classic pub quiz.
Classic pub quiz.
Bring the same crowd every week.
Yeah. Would it be sort of like this modern type where you have it on your phone, or would we do like classic?
You write it down. Phones away, pen and paper.
And we'll lock your phones up in the safe. Some of you have had some emergency calls. Sorry about that, but it's the quiz.
A very relaxed uniform to staff.
I would say no uniform.
Yeah. Well, I'd say dress code more than uniform. Sort of like look smartish.
Oh, I would be like t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, like not tracksuit.
Oh yeah. But I kind of feel like that goes without saying.
I think having worked with bar staff, you need to explicitly say.
No trackies. Oh, I quite like the sound of it, but I want to go now.
Yeah. I now just miss the pub even more.
What we would definitely have is the owners would be there constantly drinking because it would be us.
Yeah.
And a flat above the pub for us to live in.
I don't want to live with you.
Okay, a flat above the pub for me to live in.
Okay. Fine.
You'd never come round to my flat.
I'd hate to live above a place that I owned or worked in.
Yeah, because you do constantly get like asked.
Not even just constantly asked to go in. If I owned it and it was, I need to make money from it, I would constantly be working.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be able to leave it alone.
Yeah, that's true. I've lived above a pub I worked in, and it was okay, I would say. Yeah,
but you weren't a valued member of staff.
I mean, that's true. If I wasn't a valued member of staff, why was I allowed to live in the pub, mate? Tell me that. Looking through. You ever in the big one? Mate, I'll come round there, I'll smash your face in. Not allowed, it's quarantine.
Yeah, I quite like this pub. I really want to try all the whiskies that we're going to get in.
Oh yeah, I could give us a good range of whiskey. You're more bourbon, aren't you?
I am more bourbon, yeah.
Yeah, see, so am I. But we get Scotch in. We get like
really. I don't mind Scotch. I've had some really good ones.
Really old age Scotch. Some really good bourbon from like Nashville, Tennessee. Some good bourbon from New York as well. Good Japanese whiskey as well.
Yeah, I've never had a Japanese whiskey.
I have. They're quite not. Like my favourite is still like a proper like Southern American bourbon. Like Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
Whistle Pig. That's another really good one.
I quite like Maker's Mark. It's quite simple.
Oh yeah, make it. It's what
it is nice.
Used to make old fashions with. Bakers. It's quite good for that. Like it's a good whiskey, but it's also not gonna. You're not gonna feel bad about turning it into a cocktail.
Yeah. This one is it Wild Turkey? Is that one?
Is it Wild Turkey or Wild Goose? Another one you mean?
Yeah, there's. I've had a espresso martini that had that in it instead of vodka, and that was amazing.
That does sound nice.
It's a very nice whiskey.
Have I ever told you the origins of espresso martini?
You have. Would you like to tell the audience?
I'm sure I've told those. I have very few stories on do that. But it was originally basically someone went into a cocktail bar in New York, and they said they wanted a drink that's gonna wake them up and fuck them up. And so the guy made a vodka cocktail with espresso. It was originally called Wake Me Up, Fuck Me Up. But then, obviously, that's not that marketable. So they changed it into an espresso martini.
Now, aren't we all glad that we let Dan talk a little bit more?
Booze facts. I've got many booze facts. Actually, I've said that and I can't think of any more. I've painted myself into a corner there.
Well, save some facts because soon we'll be doing an episode all about beer, won't we?
We will, where we will be drinking along.
I'm never drinking again. It's no big loss. I'm never drinking again with Aiden parents and Dan Ross.